Hi, Poke Nation. My name is Mark, and I graduated from the University of Wyoming in 2006 with a business administration degree. I currently work for Pepsi, and I am a director of automation and warehousing in Columbia, Maryland. I live in Columbia with my wife, Meredith, my daughter, Lainey, and I currently oversee the DMV market. So I have a very unique journey from Laramie to Columbia. It starts with my time in Laramie, Wyoming. I was the lucky number 13th Cowboy to graduate from my family, and we currently have number 22 on campus. So needless to say, Laramie and the Wyoming Cowboys have a special place in my heart. I was lucky enough to play college football for the Cowboys, and after my career was over and I got my business administration degree, I started my supply chain career. And when I started that career, it kind of took off in 3 different phases. And those are the 3 phases I want to talk about today. The first phase is when I started right after school and started with Lowe's, the home improvement company. I was lucky enough to get a job right out of school because of all the skill sets I had learned while playing ball and learning at the College of Business. I was a frontline manager in Cheyenne, Wyoming, in their distribution center. And as I think about my journey, one thing that I would have to say I've done is bet on myself. I always took chances on me and believed in the skill sets that I had picked up that I could win with those opportunities. And so within Lowe's, I moved all over the U.S. I took many jobs that people did not want to do because they were either hard, long hours, or in parts of the United States no one had heard of. And I took those challenges and I really enjoyed them. I'm very fortunate that I got this amazing foundation with the great people at Lowe's. So if I look at my career and the foundation blocks that I have the education from UW as the first layer, and then I had this great experience with the Lowe's home improvement team. Around this time, I decided that I wanted to make supply chain my new passion after football, and I decided to go back to graduate school. And when I went back to school, I got very lucky, as there I met my wife, Meredith. And we became a team, and we've been a team ever since. And I think it's very important that I've been able to share this journey with my wife, and she's been a great partner to have. We're very fortunate in the fact that we have 2 executives in the family, and we're able to do this by communication and setting goals for each other. So we have 3 types of goals that we set. We have our personal goals, we have our work goals, and then we have our family goals. And we make sure that we are communicating on a regular basis. So as I look through my journey, I think it's very important that you find a partner to share it with and make sure you're communicating. After school, my second phase of my career starts. And this is when I joined Amazon. Again, I bet on myself. I went to the Northeast and I worked right outside of New York City. For those of you that don't know, this is the busiest area in terms of volume for Amazonians to shop. I went into a difficult and complex workplace, and I was able to succeed and become very marketable for myself. I was able to do this because of my time in Laramie. I had a great foundation playing athletics and through the College of Business. Winning and losing on a regular basis taught me how to handle all the ups and downs. So I was ready for those challenges. I learned a lot at Amazon. It was hard, it was tough, but it was very rewarding for all of the amazing things that we accomplished. And then that takes me to phase 3 of my career, Pepsi. And I tell you guys, this was one of the greatest days ever. I call it getting the call. I'm at work, the phone rings, Pepsi's on the other line, and they say, hey, we could use some help with our supply chain. Are you interested? Of course, I went with my teammate, my wife, Meredith, and we started talking through it and checking the boxes, and we said we wanted to take the chance. And again, I bet on myself. I went with this team, I joined the executive team, and I have now been in Columbia helping move more boxes and soda than any other part of the United States. So first and foremost, I'm a leader of big teams, and it's my responsibility to make sure that I remove obstacles and barriers for my team on a regular basis. For me to do this, I think of it in 3 leadership styles. The first leadership style I have to do is strategic planning. It is very important that I'm looking into the future, making sure that I understand what our volume projections are going to look like, what our staffing needs are, and what obstacles might be around the corner that the team might face. The second thing that I do on a regular basis and daily basis is coach and teach. And I must tell you, this is the one that I love the most. There is nothing better than being on a team and watching a team exceed and beat the goal that was put in front of them. And in supply chain, we get to do this on a regular basis. The other part of teaching that I really enjoy is watching individuals grow. I have seen many people surpass their own expectations in terms of leadership and leading others. And for those of you guys are watching, you're probably smiling right now. And I want to say thanks for staying in your lane. I appreciate all your hard work over the years. The third thing that I do on a daily basis is daily execution. It is very important that I remove barriers for the team right away so that we can continue to perform. It's also my job to look at continuous improvement and make sure that we are making decisions to better improve our supply chain. So I've been very fortunate to work for 3 great companies. And the one thing I've learned over the years that I've really come to appreciate is community involvement. When I was with Lowe's, we built many a playground, we built many houses, and we donated a lot of time to our local elementary schools as big brothers and big sisters. At Amazon, we spent a ton of money on STEM, and we provided tools and crafts for the STEM program to excite kindergarten children. But I have to say that Pepsi has blown me away the most with our community involvement, and I'm just absolutely in love with it. We help our community children, we help our food banks, and we help our military. The area that I'm most passionate about is our military. We have a program called Rolling Remembrance, where we send a flag from Seattle to New York, and we visit multiple locations, and we celebrate children of fallen patriots. During these events, we honor and salute the children that have lost their dads and moms overseas. And we raise money to help get these children to school for free for their higher education. I'm very proud to say that in 2019, we raised over $500,000. And with great matches, we had over $1 million to provide to these children to go to school and get their higher education paid for. Yes, as I've worked through 3 Fortune 50 companies, there's one thing that I've been able to do, and that's sit at the executive table with all of these folks. And I've been able to do it because of the great foundation that I got at the University of Wyoming. So if there's one thing that I think about, it's be proud. Powder River, let her buck, go Post.